What is going on, Bulls Nation? If you watched the game last night, you know how it was rough. And we're going to talk about the state of the Bulls, what's going to happen next, and what's in store with all these Zach LaVine situation right after this.
Get the lowdown on one of the most iconic basketball teams in the world. You're listening to Chicago Bulls
All right,
Nation.
Bulls Nation. So it was an absolute pathetic display of basketball by the Chicago Bulls yesterday against the Orlando Magic. I can't believe I'm even saying this. Now, DeMar DeRozan didn't play, but, there's a group of Bulls fans who think that we are going to be better. Like, better as in more competitive when DeMar DeRozan's not playing. Because apparently, the shots are going to go in. We're going to shoot a lot more threes. The game is going to be faster. And Patrick Williams is going to get more reps. Well, all of that never happened. Zach struggled mightily. I think he was 1 out of 12 for a while. That dunk, that was his only field goal for a while. Well, he attempted a lot of field goals, but nothing went in, so to speak. And then Patrick Williams never really became the guy. He started the game. He got 9 rebounds so far, but ball rotation wasn't good. So yes, DeMar can be a ball stopper. Yes, DeMar slows the games down, but DeMar is also the best player if we want to be competitive. Now that's a big if, right? Should we be competitive with this state of the Bulls? Because we're going nowhere. You might want to be competitive if you are banking, if there's a reason to be competitive, that means you have a chance or even a fighting chance, or if you have young guys you're trying to develop, a winning habit. We both don't have those things. Look at the empty seats in this arena right now. It's in the first quarter. And thank God, because this is well deserved. There should be the effort that the Bulls displayed last night is absolutely pathetic. That no Bulls fan deserves to watch this live or spend money watching this Bulls team. As a matter of fact, I would even say that, there should be a campaign, not to see the Bulls. So you can hurt the Reinsdorf's pockets if you don't go to the game, don't buy their merchandise and all that stuff. The effort. I mean, we'll start from the head, right? Which is Billy Donovan. I think he lost the team. He lost the team a long time ago, but the beginning of the season, everyone's kumbaya, everyone has hope, but that hope quickly vanished when the Bulls just started horribly, to a point where they have to call a players only meeting after the first game. It looks like he's trying to implement this new concept. Well, it's not a new concept, but within this team of ball movement, feeding Vooch down low, not happening. It wasn't happening at all. No one's buying it. Billy Donovan doesn't have any bag when it comes to offense. I will admit he has good defensive strategies every once in a while. I just don't think he does have the personnel to execute those strategies. But at the same time, this is the idea. He's not a good offensive guy. He's a good defensive guy. But at the same time, your offensive guys are really offensive minded, yet they still couldn't score because of how poorly constructed this team is. So either you get rid of Billy or you get better pieces around the players that Billy's working with. I would argue that we should get rid of Billy. He hasn't shown anything to get you motivated to keep the guy. He has, put it this way, a lot of teams wanted a lot of our players. A lot of teams, especially the contending teams, could use DeMar, could use Zach, could use Alex definitely. I would even say that somebody like Torrey Craig and Javon Carter, and maybe to an extent Ayo, because Ayo's really playing really well right now. But how come those guys couldn't function here? Is it because we don't have a number one guy? That is true. That is true. But even at that, we should be at least more competitive than what we are. Even though without a number one guy, there's a lot of teams who doesn't have a Luka or a Giannis, or a Jokic. Yet they're competitive. They fight. Yeah, absolute of a mess. I don't know how long, because Zach also looks like he checked out. I don't know how long I can watch this team being checked out as they are. It's hard to watch. Now, if we all know the parameters of the trade, sometimes it could take up to December 15 to get some players be eligible for trade. Sometimes it could extend up to January. Are we gonna watch this brand of basketball for 2 more months? I don't know if I can last that long. I might cancel my NBA League Pass. But always I'm gonna support the Bulls because I'm a Bulls fan through and through. But man, they are tough to watch. I'd rather watch a team that competes, that works hard, than watch a bunch of guys with talent. That's what hurts the most. With talent, but it's just not happening. And I think the biggest reason is Billy Donovan. I don't understand why we are not addressing that. Yes, it could be Zach. Maybe Zach LaVine really wanted out. And you know what? I'm not going to say no to that. I wasn't the biggest fan Zach supporter to begin with. And I don't think he's a winning player. But that's besides the point. I also don't think Billy Donovan's a winning coach. So let's get rid of those two. Heck, if they want to get rid of everyone, I'm on board with that. If you want to start over, as much as it hurts me as a Bulls fan, because I feel like I just went through that. They teased me with not even one season, with half a season of good basketball after watching Zach LaVine for 4 years or 3 years before we get DeMar. And that was tough to watch. All we got out of that was, I don't know, Patrick Williams, Kobe White. My God. Or maybe 3 years. Maybe it's not really 4, but nonetheless, it's hard to watch rebuilding team. Why do we constantly have to rebuild? We are a big market team. Let's act like one. My God. Why can't we hire the right people at the right position? I don't understand. And if we make a mistake, don't double down on that mistake. Billy Donovan was a mistake. He doubled down by extending the guy. I don't care what the Bulls do. Pay Billy Donovan. Please, I can't watch him coach again till January, till we find a trade partner for Zach. If you're not going to trade Zach right away, at least get rid of Billy Donovan. If you don't want to pay another coach, let the assistant coach the Bulls. Let him take the reins over Billy Donovan. Maybe there's going to be a new life. Maybe they'll develop a younger talent. Maybe Patrick Williams actually going to be somewhat decent. In Billy Donovan's tenure, we made the playoffs once, and he never really developed any young players. Ayo regressed on his second year. He's playing decent now. Patrick Williams never developed. Dalen Terry's in and out of the lineup. Nothing. So even if we rebuild, do we really trust that guy? Let's say we got a treasure of a bunch of first round picks. Do we really trust that guy to develop those young rookies? Do you really want to do that? I don't know, Bulls Nation. I'm getting tired of this team. I'm sure you are as well. But hang in there. We're still Bulls fans through and through. Just don't watch the game live. Don't give Reinsdorfs any of your money. Just watch them on TV. Maybe they still get money if we watch that on TV, but at least not the ticket sales. One good thing is Zach showed up towards the end of the game, so hopefully that brings up his value because he's not really coveted around the league anyway. He's more like a Bradley Beal, and I don't want a Bradley Beal type of return for Zach. But thank you for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel. I hope you do that. It really does help the channel out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow against the Magic again.